Alright guys, it's the final part. After this part, I will upload this video, take my shower, and I will go to the store, get my beer and smokes, and I'll enjoy the video with you guys. You guys are just what? Completing my recent videos. You guys are probably on my third part right now, right? And you better enjoy this series while you can, man. I know you love watching my videos, you better enjoy it, man, because once I'm playing on Peace on VJ, you're not going to be saved. Yeah. Yeah. People might tell me, Ivan, you don't have to rent. People tell me, Ivan, you don't have to rent like a kitchen room for the chefs. Just rent a trailer. They can cook food in the trailer. I'm like, Peter, I want my Kong Baron Hall. I'm not gonna have the chefs cook food in the fucking trailer, man, like you did for Lord of the Rings. No. I'm gonna have a nice kitchen, like a kitchen. You need to provide the chefs with top quality kitchen equipment to make the food, man. The best cutlery, top high-end master chef quality kitchen. You have a hot plate where you store all the food. They have a nice oven, a nice stove where they can cook the food. Nice pans, nice plates for, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'll build a pavilion tent over the kitchen. That way it's cheap. So instead of building a portable building, I'll build a tent. A big like dome tent. And the chefs are gonna make it cheaper. It'll save me money, and the chefs cook food in the pavilion tent. And the buffet area is in the pavilion tent. You have the hot plate, and that's where everyone serves their food, obviously. Grab your plate, serve your nice buffet, obviously. And you have a dining area for outside and inside. So what I'll do is I'll have them build a pavilion tent that can fit a good 500 people. People can dine inside the pavilion tent if it rains or some of that. And if it's a beautiful day outside, people can eat outside. You can either eat inside the pavilion tent or outside. See what I'm saying? And people's like, holy shit, Ivan, your company pulls out of the water. Like you know what I'm saying? You're spoiling what? You're spoiling the actors and the crew. And if you serve them this kind of food, Ivan, they're going to work harder for me, man. Yeah. They're going to work. The cast and crew are going to work harder for you, Peter. Because I'm spoiling them with a buffet and I'm paying them a lot of money. See what I'm saying? And Peter will help me sign the contracts, too. The first year. The first year, I will fly in what? The first year, I will fly in my what? So the first people I'm going to sign are Peter Jackson. Obviously, Peter Jackson, Fran, his wife, Barry Osborne, or Mel Gibson, right? Don't hate Peter. Peter Jackson, Fran, Barry Osborne, George Lucas, my 3 console artists, obviously, my head chefs, my graphic designers, my photographers, and my web designer and the doc team. Those are the people who I'm going to sign first. And later on, I'm gonna fly in the nutritionist and the nutritionist and the trainer. So the trainer will create the weight schedule for me and all my actors, and the nutritionist will keep track of what the actors are eating. She'll give me, VJ, and all the actors a diet schedule, obviously. Hey guys, this is what you have to eat during the 6 months. That way you're what? Your body looks healthy, and you don't look bloated. If you want your body to look healthy, you need to eat healthy food. Eat your chicken, eat your salad, stay away from soft drinks. Okay, are we allowed to eat junk food? You can eat junk food like once a week if you want, but don't eat it every day. Only eat it once a week. So I'm saying, and everything else you gotta balance. You gotta eat your what? Your chicken and your salad. So I'm flying the nutritionist and the trainer the first year. Peter will help me sign those guys, obviously. The people overseeing the dialect coach, I will sign the first year too. I'll hire a good 2 dialect coaches to train, 1 or 2 dialect coaches to train me and the actors. Fly in that dialect coach training the first year. Wet a workshop, I'll fly in the first year because I'm going to have them start creating the costumes, the weapons and armor the second year. That way you give them time. The clothing designers are going to be flowing the first or two. They're going to have to start designing and close the second. That way you give them time, obviously. And the people, the casting people, the extra casting people who oversee the extras, I'm going to fly those guys in the first year too. I'm going to fly those guys in the first year too. That way they what? That way, because the second year you're going to have to do the science with the extras, because you're looking at you need to prepare. You can't do the extras a third year. No, you need to give the extras like 2 years to prepare, man. Because the extras are going to have to get all their costumes, all their armor, all their weapons, all that stuff. It's a lot of work. That's why you need to give your team a good two years, man, to prep all that. You know what I'm saying? So the people overseeing the extras, I'll fly those guys in the first year too, and Peter will help me sign those guys. And once I sign those guys the first year, Peter might put me aside. Ivan, this is crazy, man. You're paying all your crewman guys like $1,150,000. This is madness, Ivan. They're not worth that. Pay them a good pay them half that. Pay them $75,000. That's enough. They can feed their families for years. Like Peter, it's easy for you to say that when you sign your $500 deal, man. Like you're already rich. You're living the dream life like me and VJ. You sign a massive $500 deal. It's not fair to the crewmen who are barely making ends meet. You pay them $40,000, $50,000, $70,000. No, pay them $150,000. They will work harder for you, Peter, and then you walk away with a nice paycheck. Now, Ivan, you're right. If you pay them $150,000, they're going to work harder for me. Yeah, they're going to work double harder for you, Peter. Peter, don't worry about it. I have enough money. I have a $410 million budget. Yeah, Ivan, that's local, man. You're putting $410 million worth of salaries. That's crazy. That's insane. This is madness, Ivan. Like, Peter, I'm going to make my tens of millions back. It's easily affordable. Yeah, Ivan, you're going to make your money back. Yeah, I'll make my money back. It's a good investment, obviously. Because I put $410 million worth of salaries, I now have enough money to pay everyone a good salary, obviously. I can pay the crewmen the $150,000. The supervisors are nice $200,000, $220,000, $250,000, $270,000. The actors, I can pay them the rich millions. For the movie, hence I'm going to get a better movie. Because the actors they're making more money. Obviously. Right? And then once the script is now finished, obviously, I will have a party with Peter Jackson and Fran and all them in my nice yacht. VJ's like, oh my God, Ivan, you did it. You finished the script. Oh yeah, VJ, I did it. No, I'm saying the script is now complete. I'm saying, and once I complete writing this, once the script is now finished writing now, once the script is now written, obviously, I'm going to celebrate with Peter Jackson, my wife, and like my 17 and John. My script should be done around the same time the concerts are done. It'll take me a good 5-6 months to write the 3 volumes of Zanus. If we work on it 3 hours every day, in a good 6 months, we'll write the whole 400 pages of the script. It'll take me a good 5-6 months to write the script. But once Peter, even though we finish writing the script, we need to what? We need to go over it at least a good 2 more times. That way we're prepped. Okay, Ivan, yeah, we need to go over it 2 more times where we're prepped. That way we're prepped, obviously. Peter will be like, Ivan, we don't have to go over it again. Your script's already. I'm like, Peter, you can't be lazy, man. Peter, I want my movie to be better than the fucking book. I want to tell, Peter, even though the money's nice for me, I care more about the art than the money, to be honest. Because the reason why I care more about the art than the money is because what? It's because I know I have the keys. I know I'm guaranteed going to make my money. Hence why I care more about telling a good story than making the money. The money's nice. I love money, obviously. I love money a lot. But I care more about the art than the money. I want to tell a good story, Peter. I don't want us half-assing it and being lazy. We need to go over the script a good 2 more times. After we go over 2 more times, we're done. We don't have to what? We don't have to work on any more. You know what I'm saying? And once the concept arts are now complete, obviously, I'll send John, Hal, Alan Lee, and the other concept art home. You know, and once all the official pictures that we've chosen for the world building and the characters, they're all now hung up. They're all now hung up in the concept art room. That way, when the crewmen create the masks for the demonic characters, we send them those files. That way, they know what the characters look like, and the people design the masks exactly like the concept art pictures. Look at something amazing, yeah. Because I poured so much money towards the movie, looking at the best prosthetic masks ever, man. Professional, better than even that animal picture. Professional prosthetic demonic mask, yeah, man. And Peter will tell me, Ivan, this is madness, Ivan. This movie will shake the world. Really, Ivan? Yeah, Ivan. You have no idea how much buzz Zane's your Zane's will have, Ivan. You're looking at crazy worldwide buzz. And Ivan, I remember those 2 pictures that you showed me on tour. Yeah, think of a world better than that, man. for the North and the South. Unheard of world building. Remember that Helm's Deep war, Ivan? In my 2 Towers movie, I'm like, yeah, Ivan. Picture a war better than that. Better action scenes than that. You and all your actors kicking ass. You, John Boyega, Digimon Sue, Don Cheadle kicking ass, yeah. Yvonne and Jojo, all of them, they're all in the movie. They're fighting like Ivan. Like, the world's gonna feel for you and your man. You're looking at demons, Ivan. Like, really, Peter? Like, he's like, yeah, Ivan, I've worked in this industry for 40 plus years. Never have I seen anything like this. You're looking at a revolution of horror. You're looking at demons. Ivan, like, your beings are gonna make Pennywise a clown, that devil being Annabelle, my Orkai and 2 Towers and my ring wings look good. Yeah. The ring race in Fellowship of the Ring were very, very creepy, man. They were creepy. Remember that scene when Fro and them, he's like, put it out, you fools. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, go! And they go. And you get that music. Remember that? Yeah, remember that house creepy? Yeah, think of, if you thought those ring races were creepy, Airtel made those ring races look good. You're looking at the devil himself. People like, Ivan, he's like, Ivan, for Lord of the Rings, I only put like 25, $30 million towards special effects, Ivan. Towards those New Zealand actors who wore those creepy orc-hide masks. Prosthetic masks, right? And those orcs look scary like that for 2 Towers. That was only like a $30 million budget towards special effects, Ivan. You're putting like more than 10 times the amount. You're looking at demons, Ivan. You're looking at a realization of horror. Ivan, Airtat's so scary that like I might cry for you and all your actors, Ivan. The world might cry for you. Some people might cry for you and your actors. You might cry for yourself, Ivan. You're looking at demons, Ivan. I'm like, yes, and I'm like, yeah, Ivan, I see your point. I see now why you want Airtat to be devils. It creates a more powerful story. Yes. You have Airtat to be devils, it creates a more powerful story. If you don't have them be devils, it will still be a masterpiece, but the story won't be as powerful. Why is Taki in agony? He's in agony for PG-13 looking wolf. No. Have Airtat be devils. His army are all devils. That way you feel for me and all the men. And it's real shit. And Takis is in agony. Because he knows who he's facing. He's facing the devil himself. You know what I'm doing? I know what I'm doing. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to go get some water. Don't hate me, Sam. Sorry about that. I wanted to get some water. And after this video, I'll get my beer and smoke. Enjoy the video with you guys, obviously. You guys are probably completing. You guys are probably just what? Completing my recent video. You're probably on the towards the end of the 3rd part, right? Yeah, you better enjoy this video. I know you love listening to these videos. You better enjoy it once again, because once I'm king, I'm peacing out. I'm peacing out. Yeah, Peter will guarantee tell me, Ivan, this movie will have crazy worldwide buzz. This doesn't mean crazy, Ivan. I'm like, really, Peter? I'm like, Ivan. He's like, I've worked in this industry for 40 years. Never have I seen that. You're looking at an unheard of world building better than Avatar. You're looking at demons, like the most horrific beings in history. Like, Ivan, how scary! Airtat is like real horror. Ivan, you're looking at real horror. Like, Ivan, your movie will make all these horror movies look good, Ivan. Like movies like The Exorcist. You know what I'm saying? The Conjuring, like Airtat will make all these movies look good, look PG. Because Airtat is real horror. Like he's a walking like devil himself incarnate in wolf's flesh. There's never been a movie made of that before, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? There's never been a movie made of that before where you have like a guy who's like the devil himself. He's a king. You know, like, this is a unique story, Ivan. I'm like, yeah, it's a unique story. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a unique story. It's a very unique story, Zanus. And that's why Peter will have that small space. I gave him a limited budget. You'll see how much more happier he is in my movie than he was in Lord of the Rings 30 years ago. I don't know. You see the documentary of Lord of the Rings. Yeah, Peter looks like he's working much harder in eyes than he did for Lord of the Rings. Yes, because I paid him more money. I gave him his freedom, whereas for Hollywood, he had to do it. He had to pay a price to make his money, obviously. And New Line only gave Peter a $90 million budget, whereas I gave Peter an unlimited budget. He will be happy. He'll have a. He'll ask me, Ivan, how much money are you putting towards all these sections of us? Ivan, okay, I'm gonna put a good like $10 million towards cameras and equipment for the cameras. $10 million budget for the cameras, Ivan. In Hollywood, we don't have that kind of budget. Yeah. $10 million towards the IMAX cameras, because the equipment for the cameras are not that expensive. Those will only cost me a couple $100,000 maybe, $800K, $1 million, $700,000 will cost me. Whereas the cameras are the IMAX cameras are expensive. They're like $500,000 a piece, man. $250,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a piece. They're expensive, Ivan. And you want to rent like 10, 11 of those? That's going to cost you a lot of money. Yeah, don't worry about it, Peter. I have a $10 million budget towards cameras and special effects. Sorry, towards cameras and the equipment for the cameras. He's like, holy shit, that's a big budget, yeah. How much money are you giving me toward for extras? I don't know, Peter, $35 million towards extras. He's like, holy shit, we can hire 60,000 extras, that kind of money, yeah. For the war, we can actually hire thousands of extras, yes. Because I have an unlimited budget. You don't have to worry about having a couple hundred extras and adding in CGI, no. I can have a 5,000 gathering exodus of Sapphires. Whenever you have a scene in the stadium, I can easily hire 30,000 extras. I can easily afford it. Because I have a big budget, obviously. I have a big budget. Ivan, how much money are you putting towards CGI, by the way? I don't know, Peter. 400, like $30 million. He's like, $430 million, $420 million. I'm like, yeah. He's like, holy shit, Ivan. You're looking at a revolution of technology, man. You're looking at like a better world than Pandora. Except it looks more natural, obviously. You're looking at better action sequences in My Helm's Deep and Lord of the Rings, yes. And you're looking at demons, Ivan, like walking devils and demons, 3 times scarier than my Uruk-hai and Ring Race and Lord of the Rings. And Pennywise the Clown, yes. Because I gave Peter a limited budget, obviously. I gave Peter an unlimited budget. So I gave Peter an unlimited budget. I gave Peter an unlimited budget, obviously. Ivan, how much money are you putting towards costumes and armor and weapons, by the way? And machines for mass? I don't know, Peter. Is $37 million enough? $37 million? Ivan, this is like more than how much money you put towards special for Lord of the Rings. And you're putting this towards costumes, armors, and weapons alone? Yeah, in Hollywood, we only have like a $2 million budget for costumes, armors, and weapons, Ivan. We can only afford to hire like a couple hundred extras in Hollywood, Ivan. We kind of, and for the war. We can't afford to have like a 15,000 extras and 25,000 extras. We can't afford it, Ivan. Ivan, how much you want to pay the extras, by the way? Yeah, I'm willing to pay them $180. $180 is a nice paycheck, Ivan. That's a 9-to-5 job salary. Ivan, the extras are going to work harder for you. Yeah. I did the math. I have enough to pay all the 6,000 extras or $180 every day for all the days they work. Some people will work for 1 week. Some people will work for 1 day. Some people will work for 2 days. Some people will work for 5 days. I'm saying they get $180 a day. But I can't feed them. Yeah, we can't feed the extras. Fuck them. Yeah, we can't feed the extras. They have to bring their own lunch. I can't feed you guys, man. I'm sorry. If there's leftovers, you're more than welcome to demolish the leftovers. But what? But it's first comes, first serve. That's how it works. It's first comes, first serve, obviously. And people will be shocked. Holy shit, Ivan, like your company blows out of the water. Like you have massive budgets for your movie, for all your sections, Ivan, yeah. Ivan, how much money are you putting towards building all the sets? I don't know, Peter, $30 million. Like $30 million towards sets? Holy shit, Ivan. We can build like a 1 acre mountain, a 1.5 acre mini city, a 2 acre like Iraq City, yeah. And that's why you're looking at something amazing for my world. You can build a 0.7 acre nice artificial forest with the Forest of Galathea, yes. Whereas in Hollywood, they had like 6 trees and they had a blue screen for Fangoon Forest. And the forest looked pretty good when you watch the movie, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Well, imagine the forest looking better than that because I built a much bigger set. Yeah, he's like, Ivan, if you build those big sets, obviously, those unheard of big sets based off the consoles, obviously, and you apply that $400+ million towards CGI effects and the IMS cameras, you know what I'm saying? You're looking at like a beautiful world. It looks like better than Pandora. Yeah, it looks like better than Pandora, man. Look at an amazing world. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's why what? That's why what? That's why Peter will have that small face. I gave him under the budget, man. I have that smile on his face. Because I gave Peter under the budget. Yeah, man. Peter Jackson will have that smile on his face. Because I gave him an unlimited budget. Yeah, man. I gave him an unlimited budget. I gave Peter an unlimited budget. Yeah, man. That's why Zane's will be the best story ever told in Motion Picture, man. Looking at the best story ever told in Motion Picture, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Because I gave Peter an unlimited budget. Yeah. You'll have crazy, you'll blow the buzz of Avengers out of the water, guys. And it'll blow the buzz of Star Wars out of the water. I told you, Neil Tooze, Star Wars theory, obviously, he's a hardcore Star Wars nerd. He's a big fan of Star Wars. He loves George Lucas. You know what I'm saying? He's a big Star Wars fan. And yet, once he reads my book, he'll become an even crazier Zane's fan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, even though I love Star Wars, I don't like it as much as Zane. He's a bigger Zane's fan, yes, because I'm a son of God. Obviously, I'm a son of God, and what? My Zane's will become the biggest IP in the entertainment industry. John Campea, Rara Mayer Burnett, Midnight Edge, Critical Drinker, over the, you know, so they're all going to be drooling over my what? Over my story. Yeah, I can't wait to see. Did you see that trailer? I can't wait to see this movie. Yeah, Eric has to tell himself. Ivan, the Prince of Zadis, the Prince of North. They've got an amazing story. Yeah, it's a good story. Better than Lord of the Rings by a slim margin. Lord of the Rings has better world building, better, richer speech, but the story is not as good as my story. So I'm saying, I'm gonna give you a heads up. When you read Lord of the Rings, the world building and the speech is better than my book. It flows much better than my book, but the story does not flow as well as my book. Hence why both books are very close, obviously. I think Zane's will top it. Zane's tops Lord of the Rings. I read the whole 3 books, man. The book is good, but it's a bit boring in some sections. It's a masterpiece, obviously. I can't deny Tolkien's a masterpiece. I can never write something like that. But some sections of the book are a bit boring, some saying. I have no some sections of your book boring. No, all my chapters are all either pretty good or really good. Like all the chapters are good enough to keep you hooked. There's no boring chapter in my book. The most boring chapter is probably the landing chaos. That's probably the most boring chapter, but it's good enough to keep you hooked to turn the page. Because I have to get that. I want to keep you hooked, obviously. Whereas Lord of the Rings, there's quite a few chapters that are boring, man. They're dry and boring, some saying. Yeah. 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 That's why Zayas was the best one told the most bitchin', man. And all those Hollywood actors are going to work double hard for me because I pay them a lot of money. And Peter Jackson told me, Ivan, you're fucking crazy, man. These actors are not worth your fucking royalties, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? They're not worth it, Ivan. What is like, Ivan, John Boyega and Carl Urban are not worth this money, man. They're fucking ripping you off. They're ripping you off hands down. And John Boyega is only worth $1.5 million for your movie, Ivan. $1.3 million. You know what I'm saying? Carl Urban is only worth $650, $680, $700K for your movie, Ivan. He's not worth 4.5. He's only worth a few $1 million. He's not worth that. Yvonne Jordan is only worth like $450K for your movie. I'm like, Peter, if you pay them that kind of money, they're not going to work as hard for you, man. They saw my videos. They know the kind of money I'm going to make. I don't know, $47 million for my movie. There's nothing worse than you and VJ making that and you making your $500 million. And these actors made peanuts. No, man. Pay them a lot of money the way they work harder for you. And they all brag how much better Sky is in Hollywood. If you want Oscar-level work performances, Peter, pay them more money. They'll work harder for you. And you give them a piece of the role because they'll work hard for you. Peter, the amount of money they're making is pockets how much you're making, and you're making a big deal out of me overpaying them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but they're not worth your royalties. You know what I'm saying? Because you might tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Just give all the money to me. I'm like, no, Peter, I'm not going to give you all the money. You can't be greedy. You can't be selfish, obviously. Anyways, I'm tired, guys. I have a good 5 minutes left. I'm gonna complete the video here. I'm going to upload the video and take my shower and go to sleep and get my brain smokes. I'm signing up. Peace.